is no possibility you had a vasectomy.
Listen, it can be reversed. Or better yet, what if we had sex every day? We had sex every day. Maybe one of my little guys has been hiding, ready to make his move.
Tim, you obviously haven't thought this through.
I want us to think it through. You and me.
Okay, we will. All right. Suppose one of these guys.
Let's call him Bob.
What is going to guarantee that Bob gets a girl?
Bob won't let us down.
Bob let us down 3 times.
That wasn't Bob, that was Steve. If we want to make sure we can adopt.
Tim, just listen to yourself. You spend one afternoon with a niece and all of a sudden you want another baby?
Maybe it'd be fun.
Fun?
Well, fun, yeah. We could build a room to keep her.
This is a child, not a Corvette.
Yeah, but I wouldn't love her any less. Say that.
Tim, all those years ago, we decided not to have any other children. You know, I've been learning my whole life. I have a career now.
Maybe we could find a way to work around that.
Honey, child is a lifelong commitment. I don't want to work around a child.
You're shutting the door on this?
I think it is so great that you're having all these feelings. I just don't really want another child. And I think that if you think about it for a while, you're going to feel the same way.
Well, I can speak for me, but I can't speak for Bob.
Welcome back to Hobby Week.
Yesterday, we showed you how to build this dollhouse I built for my nieces, Gracie and Claire.
And today the focus is on furniture.
That's right. And to build tiny furniture, you need a tiny tool.
Who knows more about a tiny tool, Al?
Tim?
Well, I use a Binford 61 miniature scroll saw to cut up the pieces for my little cake.
That's right. We modeled it in the Chippendale style.
Actually, at this size, it would be perfect for Chippendale.
Well, Heidi and I used the Binford 61 miniature lathe to shape the post for our canopy bed.
So when using small tools like this, it's a great idea to use magnifying glasses like these so you can see what you're doing. I can actually see the cameraman's brain from here. When these guys finish the post for the beds, I'm going to use a little more glue on my tabletop here.
And the great thing about these micro tools is that they allow you to shape your post almost effortlessly. All right, Heidi, why don't you finish that up while we check in with Tim? Tim, you okay?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Where's the dining room table?
Here.
All right. Yeah. Well, let go.
Wait. What happened to all those chairs?
We'll be right back after these words from Binford.
Hi, guys. Did you see tool time today? Fortunately, yes.
Dad lost it.
Yeah, it was the second girly pool time in a row. I mean, what's next? Pantyhose week?
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, Dad, so tell us, how many more shows are you planning on doing about dolls?
Oh, 2. Doll patio furniture and the best of Hot Rod Barbie. Huh?
Guys, just go wash up for dinner.
What's it do?
I can't believe that you're still on this. You know, you gotta get a grip. You're obsessed with this daughter stuff.
You know, that's what the lady at the adoption agency said. I should be open to a boy. But then I explained about the boys we had. She understood.
You went to an adoption agent?
No. I just called a few of my lunch hour. I wouldn't do that without you.
Well, that's good, because I don't want to go to an adoption agency. I don't want to have another child.
Look, if you need time to think about this, take all the time you want.
Oh, okay. No. And I want you to take this no seriously this time.
If I took it seriously every time you said no, we wouldn't have any kids. Everything all right over there, Wilson?
Oh, hey, Tim, how's it going, bro?
Hi, Willow. What's with the fire?
Uncle Wilson built this for some sacred Hindu ritual, but I'm using it to dry my nail polish. This color is called Back to the Fuchsia.
You little girls paint your nails. They're so cute.
I'm 26 and I got a fungus under my thumbnail like you wouldn't believe.
Well, you're probably cute when you're little.
Yeah, but then there was that awkward period between 3 and 25. Speaking of periods, I'm starting to blow.
Willow, Vince is on the phone. He wants to know if he can stop by after he visits his parole officer.
Cool.
Parole officer?
Well, this boyfriend's better than the last one. At least he's out.
This is great, though. You get to spend time with your niece. I get to spend time with mine. She's making me want to have a daughter.
Well, Tim, I thought in your case that was no longer an option.
Oh, you can reverse the vasectomy.
What about Jim?
She's not reversible.
Tim, are you really serious about having another child at this point in your life?
You know, what's come over me? I really don't. Then I started changing the moment I started spending time with Grace. You know, instead of wanting to play with G.I. Joes and cap guns, I feel like making cute things, you know? We had a tea party.
Oh, a tea party, you say? How delightful.
Quite. Yes, it was. I used it. The boys were the ticket. Boy, Gracie's so different. She's got such an imagination, you know? She brought out the queen in me.
That's all the direction, right? Whoa.
I don't know why this is. You know, I spend a lot of time with my nieces. You know, maybe it's because they're older now.
Well, maybe it's because you're getting older. You know, in the words of Oliver Wendell Holmes, men are like peaches and pears. They grow sweet a little while before they begin to decay.
So you're saying I'll get soggy before I rot.
No. What I am saying is you're able to appreciate a side of life you never could before.
But what about this idea about me having a daughter?
Well, Tim, if you like to build cute things and you like to have tea parties, you can always have them with your nieces.
Maybe you're right. In that way, I can avoid that unpleasant diaper changing phase. 0 to 8. Talk about something.
I'm afraid to ask. What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about what Sherlock Wendell Holmes said, all right? The reason men want daughters is because they're like rotten peaches. I should just play with my parents.
I think it would be better for all concerned if you didn't father any more children.
I don't have to. Whenever I miss having a daughter, I can just spend more time with Gracie and Claire.
Well, that's a great idea.
When our kids grown up, they're married, maybe they'll crank out a couple of chicks.
Well, I hope they do some of that cranking. I'm sure I'd like to have some granddaughters.
Grandparents have the best of all worlds. They can play the kid all they want. When trouble starts,
Pass that kid right off to the parent and bolt for the early bird special at the IHOP.
well, we're a long way from being grandparents.
Wow. Okay. It gives me more time to play with you.
Oh, yeah, big girls are fun.
What's that Bob doing tonight?
He's all tied up. All right. Fuse panels in place, Marty Hammond's sockets. Okay, perfect. Okay, girls. Now, tighten down the fuse panel. And now, how would you guys like to watch Uncle Tim and your dad wire the car from scratch? Oh. 1, 2, 3. There you go. We can also watch this guy go.
I am Buzz
Buzz Lightyear. No, I am Buzz Lightyear. No, I am Buzz Lightyear. No, I come in peace.
I come in peace.
No, I come in peace.